God being so good, or South Africa said 3 as a 4 Cape Coast Stadium. Inti every president will be the now over World Cup qualifier. Coach Aka we were going winning. What is the basis of the family? But coming, yes, you continue to be Kwa. Because I don't know then. Sadanu Bino, Yako 2019 AFCON. Care to call social media say one of the players or no manager was better than some of the players that Kwesiapia select to call AFCON.
Oh, really?
He openly criticized him. Inti no be any say nyadi on in Bayer Duma. Inti based on Sadian and or the pump Kwesiapia. Na Nyamia Dumsu Nyamiango Kwesiapia ni mwasi. Sisi we heard the Odi Sudan ya. I mean, Omanya Omo war front.
Na Omo camp was Saudi
na Omo camp outside their home soil. Na kwa me World Cup, even World Cup qualification in the group of Senegal. We are ball oba. To the extent that Ghana was afraid to play Kwesiapia in Kumasi. Sadu. Ghana Blaster. GF were afraid to face Kwesiapia in Kumasi, citing say, or your Kumasi boy in tea, or being supporting Tiabequetia Blaster. Ma, so much in Gomu Cope venue or Togo. Satama car for 13 on Bane Ghana now.
Yeah. Now
by new making efforts to refurbish the stadium, no? And almost to Tony want to. Now if you first my delegation go Togo. Because almost say Kwesiapia bonu kuma. Oh. But Nyami ngule ni mwasi.
Kwesiapia ni nyami so.
Oh ni nyami so.
Kwesiapia nyami so.
Enra. Tis kola na ye mwa.
Meti me say
ye dey ye constitution
4-0
constitutional coup.
Sada na so ye to aba.
I don't know about the I don't know say be a media me who be that. Say every year Congress no invite president. From the munyine kire area e ba be brief mu. Ai.
Sa.
Ndi. O munyine kire. O we number bo mama na dey see. Na yezu peja says hey come bazato. Now I will say for the first time I don't know what's wrong with our clubs honestly.
Are they?
We work with Congress. And your table motions miensa. Simultaneously.
Yeah.
In your mind, we will vote on each of the motions.
Yeah.
And I'm munsa first one. You can't really normally say it covers all the 3 motions. There's something fundamentally wrong with this administrative.
And now say what? Was it 114 out of 124?
Yeah.
So 114 yes votes.
And so come in the 3 motions. No, the can say going forward. If anybody vice me,
okay.
The second vice for gender reasons will automatically be a woman.
Okay.
Into Omutebus motion. And Omutebu another one say esco for no omunso term of office no and running friends co-terminus with the president. And after you say you be extend the president the mandate to 12 years.
But his in truth be told, any mandate from extended, right?
Okay, the number of years.
Yeah, Yamano. Anybody who go for a third term.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes. But come say, that is on paper.
Because
the sort of election we organize in this country, on paper say a opportunity for everyone. Where you to go and normally disqualify George Free who contested previously. The 3 motions.
Yeah.
In the minds of the club chairman. Say motion be a vote to us.
Yeah.
One move to me say manu your mom automatic slot as second vice. You can see a can you mommy and send and one cover. Where you be a your own self. The best thing is to work out. Say what about 3 motions? We are supposed to vote on each of them.
But at least Obianka Sentiayo.
One of them, and your issue say for him he was not comfortable because he felt they were going to vote separately on the motions.
But interestingly, before you made interview, me kind interview be a lawyer man a lawyer then Karela.
Yeah.
Karela United for a Osio Hono no on Peninsula motion also.
Yeah.
but onim say ni baby ebe so.
Kwame, before this who engage clubs ni bia. Omo catch us who at the end the yempene so ba one vote to a market on that motion na e be relegate team.
But I don't many omonya.
Some of them behind the scene.
Many omonya. Yeah. Look, unity is strength.
You are right.
More 124.
Yeah.
Say even 70 of you.
Yeah.
FOT down.
No. It wouldn't have worked.
Yes.
You are right.
And are you saying say Obere League 70 teams?
You are right.
It's not possible.
Kwame said here say. Lawyer Kwame Ntofianko.
Yes.
One of the experienced football administrators we have in this country. He came on my show and walk say football elections in this country a bribe. And will throw challenge to any of the club executives to say the last FA election you two ya care to be there and what one you bribe on be challenging up to now. And you know, apart from fear of being relegated, bribery is who according to our club administrators. So we call Congress back Alaji the only openly. Say why won't you bribe him a referee that peja wensa. Yeah indeed. Okay. The injustice in our football system. Then Alaji go bomb pay bi wo Congress no. So we call Congress ko ye say ya we upon umpem wa say Alaji dia home ne kan no bomb pay. Alaji sorry you see. Everybody era wasira no maji swami. Everybody Ghana football is here wom. As a folk ye boni a enye boni. Koroko ye boni a enye boni. Kivaza ye boni a punishment. Everybody ya mi pa chire ni say.
Na we am by.
Oye no ba everybody ya mi pa chire ni say. Omu yesisi. I'm buying a movie and that's how I'm picturing inside. I'm not gonna say I'm buying it to miss them. I was of course normally you have a point. Now go can say Obia home can no more by dangerous. And then I'm catching a guess get to the visa. Quasi you see young can no more by no pigeon is a heavenly Father. Oh no, I slow down Kakra. Father, you are my son.
Bamusa, you know.
Yes, I'm good here. But he said, if you want to say, Pejazi. Eradi, and I was Siano pay. Eradi, I also made a bunny at show.
Go here, I diachi. I know they're ready money actually.
I'm so happy. What can I say no him? Yeah, I'm going Ready, I also. No bunny at show. Nobody is ready to stand up to them, Kwame.
Say A to me.
Nobody is ready to stand up.
A to me.
And now, Ubisa, who said, Kwame, at this stage of our football, we need a priority, Anna. And what I say?
Yeah.
We are living in an era where our flagship product, which is the Black Stars, has moved from going to AFCON without winning a single game to winning a single game in another AFCON to not qualifying. And this is the level of our football now. But and the amphobia.
Every day.
Amphobia.
Yeah, the bunny at shop. Yeah, the bunny at shop. Go anymore now. I'm renting.
Yeah. Peace 104.3 anɔpɛ yɛn fast de fata ɛma glyco anɔpɛ me kanfo glyco ɛde amaw sɛ wofa phone na wa dial star 765 hash star 765 hash wɔwie kra yɛtwa watum na deɛ nti ama ne yɛ ni gyesɛm ne sɛ enka na nkeskafoɔ na yɛ insurance and the glyco ada romanti wo dial star 765 hash a yɛ de wura system no pɛ yɛ 215 Ghana cedi pɛ na unya me ya 215 Ghana cedi na free sabre ya do ho ahye glyco life ni da so emu ani da so plan mu kosi so ti asefo nyankopon beba hospital consultation fee untue bieu o yare afa ye be ma qualified doctor o be ma free consultation asa chewe duro baby obenya bi atofofo o glyco Ghana for that intime srew enu anu amoto ade agbogbulishi mala tadwadi fo ene agina traffic im glyco ama yenso enya daachi papa enti ya 215 Ghana cedi pe star 765 hash enya ti wia we oni consultation fee ni asem permanent disability asem bi tu na ontum nya adwuma bi 15 Ghana cedi kro ya u free mu a 15 Ghana cedi kro de be kata wachi glyco Ghana for that enti me srew fa ho shema no pay ya star 765 hash free glyco 0302 218 500 0302 218 500 ne mfa ho shem glyco funu plan ne de u free atiasefo asase so a e kata wachi fe glyco education endowment plan anu yankwa no sukukom nkwa no susu ye fa ho bata na yente uketenkete bi ntu baabi ombedu university no glyco afa school fees ni na onika biu glyco life savings plan ne de eno ye enisuade hunu se ewiase obi a wenisuade hunu owiase o na aya na aya da ye so make say ebia na Richard Boedus RB Homes waso da ise onye bia beto adem ana Dr Prince Ayikus Lakeside Estate upe bia to adem ana ye papa Dr Nezoforisa upon special gardens aye wada ise upe bia adem na nso botom nye fa ho bata glyco life savings plan ye tu kakra to be betu eni no dream house dream car na ya twama na odem na osese glyco family life comprehensive plan ye busu anchemfa odo ho bata ejadin wo so enadin wo so enkradin gu so ye tu kakra to be bia na twenchen bi tu antumi ye adwuma biwa na ya bo achidom envie du achi na twenchen bi anto glyco empesisi ni adani usika di ama fefefe glyco also we cushion you for life. Capital phones hey capital phones men kan chere say he said your budget titibia yen hihye come ubenya usunu phone antibra na beji latest Samsung Galaxy Fold 7 any flip 7 and new sleek, smart, and ready to lead. Yes, I was Galaxy, Samsung Kroyao S25 series, A series, A16, A06, A25, A36, A56. And now say, only a Boko Hiabum, no Aquajo Techno, a power packed, a power pack cameras for all your selfies. Your Techno Spark 40, come on, 40, any pop 10 series. Bra na beju phone papa e capital phones also sign e Infinix for blazing speed and I sign e smart Infinix Note 10 Note 50 Hot 60 series nina tumrike na bra na beju phone na ya and for unbeatable value Itel delivers big on small budget yes Itel phones bebrebe e bone da phone say team and bre na beju de Uber and Kranha capital phones your circle or the rise building nimu adjacent Vodafone building afi Church of Christ was circle once your Kaneshi Trotro station your Kaswa bus stop Medina Kumasi Takradi market takwa your once your afi techimai for capital phones it was 0244641488 0244641488 First man Ghana simen kanche say nkrana makwan momu mbetenfie medisturbe what you say momu be attachment e First Bank Ghana e free ye nyo kapre intention the yanso we be account amakra no e First Bank Ghana account ne wo mienu your case first account 0 to 12 years me first account 12 years and above unya be account makra no pe ba qualify a che say obetumi abaye intention oba wa bone tie kama no aba bank oni a cheche ne banking First Bank Ghana or see you first MTNs everywhere you go baby abekobia ye ne wa na ehwibom or see have you guys heard the latest from MTN? If not, then listen. For those of you who love MTN Free After One, prepare for the upgraded experience. That is MTN Free After One Extra. MTN 4C. You move you pay free after one pa how much cost no the papa friend and no one say tower so ultimate da phone na phone tower so. You say crowd you assign the free after one extra. The extra peso which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour. You only pay for the first minute, and you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. And the extra and the HN say 10 minutes biya ubeka se biya we don hwere ba akum no 1 minute penny abeji huska. Oh, MTN for my yard. To with me akasa don hwere ba akwa yen ka to uninterrupted. Call phones na dial star 550 hash star 550 hash ni entwa untum MTN everywhere you go. Your from me Dan Kwaku ya boa mini enuanom NS Bruce Smith any bongo di fara na pre wo hwe ni type watching Bank of Ghana manager ena enimado Kwaku saponsa akode ene dachi na mu abi AK Believer Goodness Energy ebo echido
anopen so ye shasia na ye the foreign trade onsem the ma tefo no woni Man City report the floor ba na say Paris Saint-Germain goalkeeper otumi aboard home body mo mutumi kokko chi UEFA Champions League na me no kwani ni na the modern boy eso ni papa Pramche Donnarumma Italian player and na the modern boy eso ni papa na Man City for margin so person ekofa nanu ya na Paris Saint-Germain for say o mo kwa kobo Super Cup and na sa cup no kwa eba so ma yin afrim eti goalkeeper no wadwa papa Man City for start just o mo ni Paris Saint-Germain dey nkomo sa dachi bia no o mo kwa koto na just o begine mo si akan ya ye de won se me de etie for the Man City for egu so o mo pe Donnarumma no Galatasaray for so na betu bia so almost goalkeeper the thing heade Edison no wo almost person ko peska na o hire so ko to na for to be me si akan heade ma Galatasaray de hun se me de etie for Real Madrid for so na betu bia say Crystal Palace o me for da ba kwa the thing heade Adam Watin 21-year-old boy the modern boy eso any papa Madrid so ko peska na o hye na je so be akoto na for be me si akan dia mo a ye de hun se me de etie for Aston Villa for na mo ka se o mo say Nanwin and a Marco Asensio ebebo loan edemo efi Paris Saint-Germain na obaye no Aston Villa for adia to say ampa na ne bodem bo eso ani papa and they see ade Aston Villa so mko pesika ere yakwa koto na cheso obegine mo sia kan ya ye de won se me de etie for Nanwin and Chelsea for imagine so mko dada Liverpool omo defender de Ibrahima Konate France ri Abrante no na no na Liverpool de ababetu ase ba bia du ne de sa Konate no mo nton ne enton ne kina enya de abo mu trimu da so person mo ton na ye de won se me de etie for na Chelsea omo striker de Dean Christopher Nkunku se sia de wo hye enya ba bi emfa na su player ne nsem bi ababetu dwa that's my work can say Klaus Bribery na epeno na enso wodo mankasa bo de trimu pose ba bia dudi onko ba bia je se Bayern Munich no person ko ginam na osi akan de ma Bayern Munich bobo ko na me ka se do mu guso mo totoye se ba se Bayern Munich for to be dada no mo dada ye dia na je Christopher Nkunku okwa ko ginam abo de ma Bayern Munich sense wodo mankasa de atudwa se wonko ba bia Bayern Munich person ko bobo de mo a je de won se de metie for ne anopay
yeah ko Newcastle United o ma sign defender Malik Tau, the German international, when you're 24 years, Omasano every AC Milan, 34.6 million pounds. Malik Tau, Babi Siakai, Edema Newcastle, our Premier League, no emo. Everton for assign Jack Grealish from a year Man City loan at 1 year. Brian Siakai, Ama Everton. Number 18 Jesse and a Grealish Ebeshe. Now see the entire 18 Jesse. Our Everton is England players of Perma Sempa. When Rooney and a Paul Gascoigne, one more Everton, home United 18 goals. Anything on no Grealish so no or share number 18 Jesse. Liverpool for coach and slot. And I to just say Advance Federico Chiesa. Nyadia. Obetono Edema Timbia or say Napoli Inter Milan. Woman in a Pabrante and Nyadia. Obetono Ede Ako Timbia. Alexander Isak Menoka said ye Abrante oboni timpo se kwen bia so be free Newcastle akosi akan Edema Liverpool you will never walk alone Abrante na ye bia prison yom koye nya de ono mo koye and they report e ba che say ni fie kra wote e Newcastle no watum di fie na amahan na je say on nice kwan so a wo kosi akan e ama Liverpool and na UEFA Super Cup todwa na UEFA Super Cup no your far Champions League and your far Europa League na this is so last year PSG Paris Saint-Germain in the far Champions League na Tottenham Hotspur far Europa League and then 7 p.m. UEFA Super Cup 2 teams na they share so clubs how don't go so about pre-season the Noah International Inter Milan for and Monza ebo 2-2 Bayern Munich ebo Grasshopper for Camino na otie kan bako Real Madrid ebo 12 for kan 9 woman timi antie kan bako wom new number 10 Kylian Mbappe ebo 2 goals Rodrigo Eshego and a Militao ɛnso de baako ɛsɔ so
Jegu so de agudi hu se me de ma etifo enche bia na dan ni de akwa ahoma no so na mum endo Ghana Football Association almost 31st edition of the ordinary congress omo ekoko ye bo highlight ni bi na fe ye ne owura ne de Rafa Dwamana so aba be di nkomo na de kopie mu ne se nipa 124 no mo congress na se no 114 AG2 mu se extend presidency almost 10 year extend en se enye mienu miem se se akom yensa into about 12 years na say wa ho de obetumi atwa simple cry na dia continue 124 no 114 na AG2 na chese highlight ni bi na ye de eba no na no akiri nso so no Ghana Football Association Congress no msa akodo mo agya tum say nyam eya adoma Ghana Premier League na e ba bebon clubs nyina 18 clubs nyina no ye bema obi a 1 million Ghana cedis 1 million Ghana cedis say omfa enhya se kra chese I know eya kama papa pe no akiri nso so no referees a omo eba bedi matches no say bia we FIFA accredited referee a match bia obedi bia about 2500 unye FIFA ye be about 2000 na bia na Premier League no so no per match no bia ma de no kwa de ken de no so wa obedi bia no Division 1 ene ma de no wa obedi bia no ye be ma 1000 Ghana or say Division 1 matches no udia ye be ma 1000 Ghana per match eti match ba ku bia na waji ntechanya me adom na say dey boso me utum nya makoma be for bidi dia na chese o sim we wona wo ko na chese no metumi akoyi e de amount no achiri nso so no congress na se no Ghana Football Association say 18 premier clubs ni nyina no ye ba mo balls 30 balls I worth 310,500 Ghana cedis na fiasa mo boot 30 pair of boots no so dey bo be 1,890,000 na chese no so ma ji e de akọ chese no so congress na se no mo approve ni kama papa na Ghana Premier League yeah babebo congress na sa approve say yen sam first ke from first position up in 15th position yeah bo 18 club league it is a 15 and 3 na bo for ya be no kwede be biam kwan ya be ka chem so unyi mo ya de pa ntimo nko na ya jam kwan say enete se ya bo league ni we 2025-2026 season no ya bo wie na e bia bongo di fara e na edi nkunimu a ya be ma no 200 there be 2 million Ghana cedis 2 million na chese kan it is can be 20 billion right 20 billion no wa di abo ata so na de ko de obeto so mienu e 1 million de obeto so miensa 800,000 ni nyina Ghana cedis de obeto so 750,000 de obeto so enu 700,000 de obeto so 650,000 de obeto so enso no 600,000 de obeto so wotwe that is 8th position no 550,000 de obeto so enkro 500,000 de obeto so edu 450,000 the obeto so edu baako 400,000 the obeto so edu mienu 350,000 Ghana cedis the obeto so edu miensa no 300,000 the obeto so edu 9 250,000 na the obeto so edu enu 15 position no ni ama no 200,000 Ghana cedis on fa bona tax o ka oboboy no fa nko na omo didi ho na free 16 17 ni 18 e de ya boboy en sem de amom so mo ya de pa ntimo nko ni e je omo kwan simple kwan wait some of the highlights Koko PM our Ghana Football Association 31st edition ordinary congress no ekoye no and ye ama etifo ene anope
na congress course no ye be kwa man so de
yani owura Dwamana endi enkomo brekum Chelsea ono ena enra o company for mo call congress no na oye former RFA chairman Mr. Raf, good morning.
Morning, senior.
Me bacho boko de.
Oh, bompa boni.
Okay. Bacho wadaruma edino Dwamana na Jamra.
Kwa kameno ye fikro ba kuso. Ana menu fikro ba kuso as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay.
Jamra.
Matias. Okay.
Yakwani.
Team Mr. Jamra mpacho. Enra uko Congress. Na adia ba ko na Ghana foi na in fact the most unpopular decision FF4 are taking in recent times. Yes, our third term extension. Uko social media da pa ye twamono. Enya asem ketwa. Ebanse na mokwaji tum.
Kwa kumeda se. Dedika mamin ensha the gallant 6 men na enro moko Congress awomde in the face of Bibiana. So won't mpija omasaka se ye to know. I think we've done a lot of advocacy on this very subject. Say, baby, you free any baby I have bedroom. No. Say, ya she na say you sign the to me question the baby a time will come and nipano obefa Ghana football na then abonable. Oni ni cohorts and a bed, a run show. And indeed, senior you with the football actually, or compare question the chairman who not cry complaining with what we are seeing today. We say friends and cronies now what am I moving? A 5-6 what you want question that time for the man who said, "None the only person poeting occupy a very sensitive position." Now, what we are saying is that we had come from an era not in the used to say the football no and will be here the 2 years and inside then actually and into a normalization by a could move to mind power not in more wisdom. Indeed, some are more drafted the new statute, which is the 2019 statute. When the stakeholders they breed in common, am I a council? Kebeya and Kayan fire the end to 2 things. Say, even Ghana, Mampenia, or Takunya Sumpono, on here 8 years spent or the other or the Nijumadi. Nijumadi also saying Ghana Football Association. And government is continuing process. Obey be no be so about out there. The image of Ghana Football Association is an all-time low. And so I was saying again, Myanmar, a bit my image in Iden, Akoso. I say, Myanmar, public interest on Koyemu. Not corporate Ghana, I already said, when you see about bedding, about say, Agokansi na the easy. And then, Semitier or Unia Bakwa, all the lofty Myanmar also Congress in Nano. But with the question we should be asking ourselves is, say, Myanmar, we are bossy. If you corporate Ghana, Honomana, if you corporate Ghana, Honor, Yabama, we can say, Yabama, we boot to say in Nano. You could tell, sir, recently, Crampono, APO sponsorship here. Ghana Football Association say they keep saying say it is heavily backed by government. Indeed, we read it through such statements now. It tells you say a buying and all fulfilling the campaign promise. And we decided so be bomb of football heading at Tumpong, which we are very grateful to government. And it clearly and your corporate Ghana now who say Uncle idiot, they will Mujumedino or Mujumedine, and so we want to identify with them, we want to associate with them. It should tell you, say, there are 4 more pressing issues, and what's the rather than one person trying to stay in office for that long just because on any cohort, one day I didn't and say, any opportunity, any phobia, a bit maybe to my ding, a boo of my first one, your cow moon can be, said a bear, a bit my ding, a halfway away. And so, what happened at Congress, and I wasn't surprised, and I've said on many platforms, say me to aba etia me papa and me brad penny na me brad penny ni to them who be na yet to aba na. How can I look into his face and say me to aba etia no? It takes a few brave hearts and omit my heading and take his decision. So I wasn't surprised at what transpired because indeed, I could share our Congress them one no na ya yonko for new mudin komo. Umunya ya nanka 60 ballot nanka yeto. No met matwa aba de we and kombe some yede omoto. But for some of us, we stood true to our conviction. Even though we belong to the minority, so we made a statement say, and they can say it is only posterity, maybe to whether the decision they take in Rano, right or wrong. But beyond the decision they take in, a course so Congress nothing Rano, we must all condemn him. The way the media were treated and run, it should never be allowed to happen again. It's a no. What's in the chairperson? So, now Congress for a small conference room here with GFA. The media were even allowed access. Dina one person. Now media for now one boy, you may dear in the room. Yes, look at the way they were treated before crimes and ammonia access to the bigger compound of Wompo. I don't think so. It's a and the media must condemn it. It is a no.
Yenyan in TSA who page on so person who express opinion be President Amau.
Well, Obama may making a statement. The point is that you see, your parliamentary discourse are regulated by standing orders. If you seek to do same at the Ghana Football Association Congress, there must be a document standing orders here. President Iwuka say, also Congress, regulated by standing orders of the Ghana Football Association. I am daring anybody say the Ghana Football Association was standing orders on family and kind. What do you hear normalization? Many normalization for post standing orders. Zankampa baby and racket the curriculum. Yeah, and I approached a very senior colleague our way industry. Said, Mammy will copy and non coming photocopy. Went men money. And so standing orders being on my regulating how Congress should be conducted. Obey a video presentation of activity report. When I stood up, I did not critique a video presentation now, and our content in a woman. Masmana Maker and say, provide us the text to the video presentation now, Said ye be research and I say I refer to BBA, a bit many text and adding I refer to. That was my first issue. Second issue, was when or table motion, the motion for amendment, and I felt we had to have a discourse on it. Fine, Mama, I need discourse on it. Also, extending the tenure of the presidency to 3 terms. Also, Obama or the executive council and your second vice. Also, deleted transitional provision. Where is the correlation between these 3 items? And so my argument was that take a beer one after the other. Na we vote to say those saying the toma yes, those saying the toma no, those saying abstain here. Most daddy, yan lamping in our mommy and take one vote on it. Me who be that. And so when I try to speak on these matters and you want to gag me up, then I don't think that it is worth attending Congress. It is better say a better Congress, virtually. Because it is a complete waste of time, a complete waste of resources. Say a best sorry. Na pieces and podium queue na Ghana man so woman cover or Congress. Also man access. Also one of Congress, one of no woman kasa. Then why don't you just present the paper to us by a virtual means? Na you na yan kasa hallelujah and sorry nkoda yede.
Mr. Jamra, ushe majority of Ghanaians kasatia sa decision ya moko take. Club owners, club administrators. The vindications are prominent ones, including lawyer Kwame Ntofianko, openly. Like I say, about any dealings with clubs now, decision be say per clubs ni supporter, bribery in some. But now brabunko for muna mungo kanu, muna mungo ka yes. And when he threw the challenge, up to now obi to me and challenge no. Alhaji Grusa is on record to have said same. And of course we are ubia kaseti anamunko amukwa jitumi. Bribe ni bribe mu ana say suro na musuro.
I would come from the angle of suro. I don't have evidence of bribery. Say I will be scabintina over 2 years. But I would come purely from the angle of say don't wanna have been covered into submission. And I decided not to disrupt Congress. And I also decided not to banter the FA president out of respect for the seat he occupies. Not him as a person. Because me engage in me Congress but I have think say people have taken a position say, hey, me be victimizing me team be relegation. Be a team be relegation, I'm a team be defense. So that argument for me is a very strong one. Say because victimizing me team be relegation. You see, we should be able to look into the faces of people and tell them, papa. And these are some of the things, these are some of the perceptions. Perceptions say, oh, moko 2 years, you can I'm 2 years. And these are perceptions that we must take time to erase. Because public now, you treat them the way we are treating them. Obi say, you are crying more than they bereaved. When you decide, say, oh, the ball league, and that people must come to the stadium and watch you and you are football 124 for them. And you decide, say, oh, the ball league, and that people must come to the stadium and watch you and you are football 124 for them. And you see a cable TV because it is better for us to watch football proper one in the comfort of our home. You see, when you set low standards, people will, the president will say, it is unprecedented. Say, you see, when you set low standards, people will, the president will say, it is unprecedented. Say, Obi winning league, near money 2 million. But you see, when you set a low standard, you begin to say your 2 million you are offering the winner of the league, something they being seed. But if you have set a very higher standard for yourself, and Kabe say Kabe Marco beyond 2 million now, or day man. It is because corporate Ghana and interested in a product now, or selling. Obi only be a sign. Anyhow, of your PBR without having to pay compensation to you, it should tell you say there is something wrong with your association, there is something wrong with the product now, and so we must set up and fix them rather than say interested in entrenching ourselves in office just because you need a few cohorts to be a person you enjoy. That is what the Ghana Football Association has been reduced to now.
Yo, Mr. Jamra, no pay Peace FM. That's your Brenty Adubesia. Ora Rav Jamra, ena yetin in Kano. Say, Wakanina, Auntie, young Fancia. At least there are a few bold football administrators in the system. You'll be an yes, I see co fancy. And at least watching Bobre.
And what can I say?
Yeah.
No,
but it means I'm who quite disagree because more Mussolini Namukam Hubomo, Mombesromo. A lack of unity. It's as simple as that. Obi have sronu yonko enye ka tino muso no obi have sronu yonko say there's no trust intino meme no be adwun say ekoto akọ left na wo akoyi mama into there was no a trust issue enye suru sebi secret onkum nipa on mo nipa on ton oxygen but lack of trust within the clubs nangasa we on kanu kore obeka so wakoto etia odi ne che wakoto ama no nti behwa obia ye na adwene sa ono makoto akọ because mo amusori na aka mo hubo mo ono mo mesoro mu you get it because you have the numbers
can be say issues near me ensa nti na keso mo to and be different
at that point
different.
At that point what prevented the club administrators and chairman to say we are staging a walkout, you are disrespecting us because the outcome is not our view. We thought that the motions should be separated. Then in formal meetings you don't combine motions now to
it should be as to so ababa.
Hani ya so dwumadi no so ye from Dan Kwaku Yaboa mini enuanom NS Bruce Smith ani bongo di fara na de agudie mu nsem na ebro ani mado Kwaku saponsa akode ene da chi na mo abi AK Believer Goodness Energy ebo ye chidom maminchi Ankirichi of Richie Plantations sikeni premier ni papa contractor 1 Orago Fernando Midwest and the great Pap T. Good morning to you. Happy birthday to Deacon Samuel Esiama Pipra of the Church of Pentecost Emmanuel Assembly New Abuso Kind District. Nyame aduma
coming Sunday so ye Elder Frank Kwabena Donko.
Hey, Hebron Prayer Center.
Yes, the founder, the leader.
Elder Donko birthday.
Yes.
Hey, Elder Donko, yamo happy birthday in advance.
Yeah.
Nyame shira for your wonderful contribution to the Christian kingdom. And your mind Ghana da Hebron akoma super papa. Elder Donko, you are one of the few genuine men of God that Ghana wo.
Yeah.
Nyankopon shira one elders ni na daboatin wofa obia Nyankopon shira mo. Mabo adwuma nyame nkoso a entremu hiem. Yakramo.
Anukwa sika ko dietri modimfo nsem hwese ya jemi ato ayaresabia na mafa telephone afreminu akwadwo so mbom bisia 2k eyimi ametu ama no odiri oka kire me na se enyanyi una uwe he se